What's happening? So, let me tell you a quick recap of what I did today. You know, right now it's quarter to 9. As you seeing me having a bag, I wanna go to the gym, and bath, because I haven't bathed since yesterday. Yeah. So it's been a day. It's been 24 hours and 8 hours 45 minutes without touching water. So let me tell you a quick recap of what I did. I'm repeating the same fucking way. Wait. So immediately when I woke up around quarter to 8, I knelt down and prayed for the gift of life, and I prayed, and I prayed to show gratitude and show that I'm grateful to God that I'm still alive, and that my siblings and sisters and brothers are still alive also, and I did push-ups also. I went to go and kak. Oh, Masimba. So I went to go and kak. I did some poop. Oh, the toilet is even smelling as fuck. As you're seeing right now, I've closed it so that the air can come out and then the fresh air can come in. And I did the bed. So now I don't have a charger. I want to ask for my neighbor to charge for me. If he is still awake, I'll knock once. If I don't get any feedback, I'll go and see how I would go about in the gym. So now I'm going to the gym. I want to bath there. After some sets, I will bath because sure I'm stinky. I'm stinking as fuck now. So now, chat. I'll see you when I come back. What's happening? So this is the second day. So let me tell you a quick recap of what happened yesterday. Because yesterday I couldn't take videos to indicate to you that I'm still consistent regardless of whatever that's happening in my fucking life. So yesterday, in fact, let me tell you the day before yesterday. So the day before yesterday, my phone powered off, I think around in the morning. I think around 10 past, quarter past 10 there, the minute it powered off. Because usually the person that I go to charge my phone wasn't available throughout the day, I checked him, I think 5 times, between each and every 3 hours I will check up on him. He wasn't available. I'll check up on him. He wasn't available. I will check up on him. He wasn't available. So, and I slept very fucking bored. I slept bored. Throughout the day I slept. And yesterday, also in the morning, I slept. I didn't go to the gym because I was feeling a bit low because of the phone. There's no electricity. I'm busy eating bread every day. The cycle, life. And then, but today, by the grace of God, there was someone that I talked to yesterday in the morning. That's what, my phone is a bit low and I don't have electricity. Will you please charge for me and I will take the phone? And she said he will come back after an hour. He didn't show up. I was sitting here hoping for him to come back, but he didn't show up. So today, I heard a knock in the morning. When I heard a knock, I opened the door, only to find out it was him. I said, oh, thank God. I went to him and I charged my phone. I explained my story on what's happening, because it's someone that I know right now, but it's a friend through a friend, I wouldn't say a friend, but I'm knowing him now, So I explained my story that I don't have electricity, I'm busy eating bread, and he said what? Let me dish up for you so that you can eat proper food. And then he dished up for me. I ate rice, soup, and meat, chicken meat. After eating, we went to the Randbeck Square, because he wanted to print out, So we printed out, and then I told him it's been 2 days since I haven't charged the water, since I haven't bathed. So he said, you know what? Go and take your things, your toiletries, and come and bath to me before my chick arrives, and then I went straight to him, my bath, I'm looking fresh, I'm looking clean, and I'm feeling clean right now. So I did some couple of showers of bathing. After bathing, then as you can see, now I'm here, So now I just wanna read a book, you feel me? I just wanna read a book to indicate to you that I'm still consistent regardless of the situation. But nowadays I'm feeling a bit low, I never thought like the journey of being independent is like this, because I'm 18 years, I'm still young. I never had anybody to teach me about independence in life. I hope my biological father was here to teach me about life in general. But I wish if he was still here, I think life would be different if he was still here. But I think every cause that's happening in your life is because it was laid out to you. It was laid out to happen to you. I think the universe and the Lord works in different ways. So chat now. Let me read a book. Let me read a book and some few pages to show to you and indicate to you that I'm still consistent. So chat, I don't know if you will be able to hear me because I'm placing my phone near the window, so the noise will be captured from outside, not from my voice. I mean the sound, sorry. Just to make sure if I've recorded. Let's check. Okay. As I've said before, the reason why I'm placing my pen horizontal inside my mouth is because the pen makes my mouth exaggerate, so that when I speak, I can make clear sounds, without speaking inside my mouth. Disclosure. This book describes many digital content tokens by name, and my wife Jean and I own many of them. The book also contains the name and description of many companies, and I have a relationship with many of them too. In some cases, Jean and I have invested money in those companies' tokens or coins. In other cases, we have invested in the company sponsoring those investments. Finally, some companies are sponsors or advisors of the ACFP or my media company. They talk about the crypto, which is devoted to teaching consumers and investors about blockchain. I can't pronounce chat. Which is devoted to teaching consumers and investors about blockchain and digital assets and relating topics. Finally, I'm a consumer or user of some of the products or services mentioned in the book. Therefore, on each page containing the first mention of each of these coins, tokens, or companies, you will see icons and footnotes, or if additional disclosure is needed. The icons and their meanings are: as of this writing, Jean and I own the asset under discussion. We therefore have an economic interest in its success. As of this writing, Jean and I have equity, stocks, options, warrants, advisory shares, convertible debts, bonds, or other debts of the issuer being discussed. We therefore have an economic interest in the issuer's success. If you buy, hire, subscribe to, or otherwise use these products or services or investments, the issuer gets a revenue which could in turn benefit Jean and me. So chat, I will cut this video so that I can analyze the whole from the start to the finish, so that I can clearly see, is the audio audible, am I audible, are you able to capture my voice, because I know there's a lot of noise in the video. So let me check chat, I will come back. I don't know why they hate on me. They can smell the legacy. Oh no, I don't know why they hate on me. They can smell the legacy. I don't know why they hate on me. They can smell the legacy. So if you wanna go fucking far ahead in life, you must be fucking obsessed with that fucking shit. You feel me? The only thing that you do is thinking about the shit. If you find yourself not doing the shit, you wanna excel in life, Forget about all the things you're doing and get back to it. If you catch yourself thinking about the opposite thing that you wanna excel in life, get back yourself into track and keep on thinking about it. Every second you get, every second you wake up, each and every second that you wake up from the bed, continue thinking about this shit. Cause obsession, I think, beats everything. Obsession beats everything. Cause why? You put in the work, 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 you put in the work. That's how you excel in life. Feel me, shit. That's how you excel in life. Because, but unlocking that obsession is one of the hardest shit things. Cause obsession is when you do regardless of how you feel, regardless of how tired you are, regardless of how you're not feeling like it. That's where obsession kicks in. And when obsession kicks in, nothing stops you until you've reached where you want to reach. You feel me? So yeah, I will continue pushing, I'll continue grinding. This next coming news event, I'll risk it all. But firstly, I'll analyze on how the shares are going. Then after, kicking it in. If I make a profit, because I'll do. First things first, I'll buy some clothes. I'll buy some clothes to look fresh, to look clean at work, because I'll keep on repeating the same clothes. I'll buy new clothes, look fresh and clean. I'll buy perfume, because of course, like a businessman like me, gotta smell good. Next thing, the next thing I should improve on is using hand gestures. Using hand gestures, because body language also aligns with the message that you're trying to portray. So now I must incorporate more of body language, because I'm the top G, and I like doing this. Yeah, so this is chat. Now I will watch the podcast of Andrew Tate with the technique before he got arrested. So there at the podcast, he was justifying himself on how everything is going, and now I'm starting to believe the truth.